yini le engaka ephekwa for 14 hours?
14 hours because ngempela nje yini le engaka ngempela.
Mina ngazi iqanda ndoda. 1 minute. Iqanda done.
Yazi nje. Hawu. Futhi nje no bacon futhi uyawuthosa nje uthi 1 2 1 2 nje kuphela istofini kuphela.
Futhi mfethu. Ayiyona inyama eqinile le. Ukoji. Yazi ukoji. Ingulube.
Ingulube.
Ingulube
bakuningi bo.
Okay. Mhlambe asike sinithathe ke sinyise la ismoke wakhona ke le nyama. Please come along.
Le hokwe.
Yeah. So how do you describe what you see, TK?
Basically, guys, igrill nje enkulu.
And I guess
ine-gas ine-chimney yakhona nje kuyasmoke kubhizi kodwa la khona futhi nawa bevula bevala nje kwenzeka izinto kodwa nje into engiyibonayo nje right now isilungu version of i-three-legged pot. kind of
ngitshela ukuthi i-del food leli.
kind of mina ngibona nje imnyama kuphela.
Bro, asikhulume nge-risk, you know. Sikhulume nge-risk. Oyibona lana.
We're doing Hillbilly Ham sandwiches. We're doing it for.
Yeah.
We're ready now.
So nje mina nje ngibona nje lo
We say we know what food come first. Last time we did it for 3 hours.
angazi ukuzidiscover kanjani.
It's wood.
Like
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
They use wood.
It's not incorrect to be wood stove because the ham will get what's it. By smoker, yes, by smoking you know.
Kahle masikhuluma ngosmoke sikhuluma ngo.
Yeah, yes.
Yokubhema. Yokubhema ukuqhuma.
Asikhulumi ngokubhema, sikhuluma ngokuqhuma.
Yeah.
Okay. So asike sibheka ama-risk ke lana. You see we Ham
Able.
ngiyazi ukuthi you are looking great for our customers. Guys, please meet Ham.
Hello everyone, how you guys doing?
Yeah, Ham, do you eat ham?
Of course.
I mean, he has to.
But ham is that's when I'm really desperate. So we normally eat good quality porks like slow pulled pork that's been cooking for 12 to 14 hours, or Kessler chops, or pork fillets. Those are your best. Ham, that's when you're in desperate need and you just want something on your sandwich.
Very good, thank you.
So you're saying ham is like for desperate?
Absolutely. You need something. Yeah. It's not. The ham doesn't give the quality of what the meat is. So that's why when you try hillbilly ham, then you know what pork really tastes like.
Oh, so that's the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got Kevin and the Woodleys that have arrived. There's a family. Hello guys, how you guys doing?
Yeah. So we're smashing the hillbillies, eh? So it sounds like Billy is running on the hill.
No, what it is it's the guys that live off the land and they lived in the hills, and so therefore everyone just gave them the name Billy. So therefore they come down from the hills, and that's why they were known as the hillbillies.
Oh,
so
makes sense.
They're from the mountains, from the hills, and that's where they're from, really. So that's why they're called hillbillies.
Oh. And then what kind of people are the Bills on the hills?
So they are your salt of the earth type of people. Those people that will have, if they say they're your friend, type of guys that will work the land, make the land profitable, and make sure that their families are looked after. And so they are your real people that you want to know. The hillbillies for a long time have got bad connotations of being these guys that are uncultured or whatever the case may be. Where in actual fact they are really good quality people.
Basically, they are the underdogs.
They're the underdogs, yes. Yeah, very much so. But they don't see themselves as the underdogs.
Yeah. They see themselves as the overdogs.
Exactly.
So they're not afraid to get their hands dirty. They're very, very like how can I like you call it? Very,
yes.
Working hard.
Yeah.
Very
much like your farm. Yeah. So if you go like to your farming communities and things like that, yeah. If you go and experience those farming towns, those farming communities, it's that type of people that they are.
Oh, that's very, very good. Good. All right.
100.
You heard it here first, guys. You heard it
Would the
here
Woodleys
first.
like to have a sandwich?
Very, very heartfelt people. Abantu abathanda ukusebenza, abantu abasemafamily. Again, Bill from the hill. So that's how I'm connecting with Hillbilly here. So that's how it is.
Bill from the hill.
Yeah, Bill from the hill.
I think Bill from the hill are very risky people. Those people are like to take risks. Let's just look at the smoker. What you say? It's a smoker, right?
Yeah, it's a smoker. It's a
Yeah.
smoker.
So Stella. Uma.
This is Kevin.
Ngisho kahle lento. Uma uqala ukwenza ismoke. Leyoqala ecaba ngayi gas.
Smoker.
Yini le?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so I think.
Yona. Yabo.
Yeah.
So manje it means ukuthi you need the courage udinga isibindi ukuze
Hey, we had this number in Billy, guess.
and guess what?
Guess what?
They made it. Mama, they made it. You know, they
Yeah.
really made it. But it's really cool to be in this event. We will definitely, we can book our sandwiches actually, so that we'll tell you, Gucci, how it actually tastes. As guess could make a price thing, you know.
Yeah.
How much is the Hillbilly ham, and why would you buy it?
So if we were to come this side, guys, American style smoked hog, you can clearly see that it was 75 rand, guys, as the poster is saying. They'll just perfectly see this is where it's at, guys. $75. Hayi uzo iyabonakala ngempela ngeke baze bekrobhe nje. Iyabonakala ngempela ukuthi legit. Uyabona u14 hours uyatasteka, uyabonakala, uyavibeka. I don't even know how to ukuthi ngizothini nje futhi, so that's how it is.
Bro, you know what I think is really it's really lacking. Bro, Mr. Ham,
Yo.
how did you put in the timer?
Yeah.
The temperature.
Yeah. What about it?
How did you include it?
By error.
By error.
Yeah. So what happened was, when we made this one, we had to. So I'm going to be walking as we're doing.
No problem.
And that is a specialized part. That's what they call a wrap well. So it's under tension. And so when we cut it open, it twisted. Okay? And because we had to, when we wanted to put the lid back on, we had to recut it a whole bunch of times to get it to refit again. And that's why this smoke is called Scarface, because it's got scars all over its face. And so therefore we had to refit it in. But then we had to put a thing in when we had to put a gauge in. So now what's happened now to put a gauge in, and when you put a gauge in, all of them normally have them in the middle. But now this one, by sheer accident, we ended up with a hole right there, which was the perfect spot to put the gauge in. And that's why we have that gauge there now.
Wait, so you took off the door and then you did the whole work thing on it.
No, so you got to cut. This was a big pipe. This was a big piece of pipe that we cut this hole open here like that.
I see it
And then we
now.
welded the plates on like that. There's an old gas bottle which we cut and put on the side there and stuff like that. And so that's how we did it. And this is, if you have a look, this is handles from our hand drill.
Yeah.
That's from a bandsaw. that we
Oh
made.
yes, I see it.
Yeah.
And you just welded these parts together.
Yes, yeah.
And then the chimney.
And the chimney, yeah. So it's a piece of metal that we found. We buy all our stuff from a scrap metal yard. We do scrap metal, or people when they bring us their scrap metal and they ask us to build for them their smoke. Their smoke.
Yeah, this is how it is. yeah. Hey guys. So uyenzile lento, like all
Uyenzile.
like
Hey, uyenzile, bro.
uyenzile, bro. Like
This is so cool. Uyenzile, bro.
uyenzile.
Uyenzile ungayithenga ngamalini le nto mphela.
Hayibo, for too much money ngiyakutshela bro. Uyithenga nje hayibo.
Yeah.
Iyabiza basically. Iyabiza.
Iyabiza, bro.
Iyabiza.
Wena mawuyibheka
Ibiza
le nto
kakhulu.
ibiza kakhulu.
Ibiza kakhulu ngoba fanele uyenze wena. That's why.
Mele uziyenzele. Futhi kahle kahle udinga ama skills ukuthi udinga ama skills okushisela.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Finally, I use on my skills, but
and be a person who is willing to shisela ring.
yeah, hey.
You know.
But iyabonakala le ukuthi it's not only skill but uthando.
Sure.
Uthando liyabonakala la.
So what igama lakhe lompembu?
Ubani uHam?
No.
Akasashongo, but I'm sure nickname
Scarface.
Scarface.
Uthena. Oh, okay, yeah, Scarface. I'm thinking Lieutenant phela it was a specific type but banama visions akhona. But apparently Scarface ikekelo.
Yeah.
Scarface.
Bro, think about it. Oh.
Yeah, guys, so uyabonakala le ukuthi nje iyenziwe nje
Mandaya.
Lo Scarface wakhona nje. Scarface wamchela ke kodwa at the very least ukhona kodwa nje uyamsiza uyambrangisa.
Cha, mina ngithi imagine guys kuthiwe uzofuna uScarface.
Cabanga ke nje.
Thiwa listen, Scarface is coming for you.
Alisasabi sigole lo gama futhi.
Yabona ngathi uzovuka iUndertaker bro.
Ngathi J could be transformer nje of some sort nje.
You know. But I think it's really genius. I think it's a leadership move. It's
innovative.
It's innovative. It's a heart of being a pioneer. You know, because when you're a pioneer, you start izinto from the beginning. You know, you start from the beginning. There's trial and error, njalo njalo. You know, I think I do have some questions for Ham. For example, please do write questions that you have actually for Hillbilly Ham. You know.
I would like to introduce, if you don't mind.
For sure, man.
I want to introduce Mexican Mark.
Mexican
How
Mark.
have we introduced him?
Yeah. This is Mexican Mark, guys. Now, Mexican Mark here is my compadre in what we're doing. So
Compadre, eh?
Compadre.
Oh, yeah, bro.
So when we were and how he got the name Mexican Mark, his name's Michael, but how he got the name Mexican Mark was when we were in Wakkerstrom, all the Afrikaans people they thought he was Mexican. So now what we've ended up with, and we love it, so we've called him Mexican Mark, and that's what we're calling him from now on. So it's Hillbilly Ham and Mexican Mark.
And Mexican Mark, how do you feel about this name?
Oh, I think this is awesome, eh? Yeah, so we've got our branding going for a few more things that we've got Tex-Mex. So Ham is from Texas, I'm from Mexico. So yeah.
Wow.
The characters,
From
yeah.
Mexico.
The characters?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We need to do animation, bro.
Oh, we're gonna try. Yeah, my daughter's gonna be looking at that as well and do all that kind of thing. So she's already started playing around with it and that.
Oh, that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
fire.
so guys, so I'm still on the whole like Mexican thing. So
Yes.
when people came up to you guys and said Mexican, like you didn't correct them, you didn't do
No,
anything, you just went along with
we
it.
went along with it, you know. We went along with it, and that's the thing. So.
But it also speaks to the heart of understanding your customers, you know,
Yeah.
and understanding what you may see something through a certain lens, but if your customer sees it through a different lens, you learn to appreciate how they
100%.
approach things.
100%, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, and so, Michael here is a budding entrepreneur. He's a qualified teacher.
Wow.
Trade, but as you know, he struggled and all the rest of it within something, especially within this area and that, and trying to find jobs. So what happened was we got to talking one day, and I asked him if he would like to come and help out at one of our events, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And how are you liking it so far?
Oh, I think this is awesome, mate. It's like a dream come true because my whole thing is food, passion is food and stuff. And yeah, I came with this brilliant opportunity and Hillbilly Ham was born.
And how did you guys meet?
So my daughter Rebecca has got a heart for people, and she's also got a heart for feeding people. I know we spoke a little bit about Rebecca on the last podcast when you guys interviewed me and that. So Rebecca has all these friends, and what happened was she likes to cook, so she invited a bunch of friends over, and she was cooking for them. And Michael was one of her friends that came over, and that's how we ended up talking.
Oh, hey.
So it's just a coincidence basically. No coincidence. We don't believe in coincidence. It was a God driven scenario that happened, and we just listened to what God was telling us and came up with the opportunity. So what happened was Mark actually told me his passion, where he can't find a job as a teacher there, and he wanted to try this thing of selling food at restaurants and selling this and that kind of thing. So what happened was I went along and I prayed about it, and I was like really thinking to myself, hey, I've got this thing that's happening with Hillbilly Ham, and it started actually Hillbilly Ham for other guys, but they pulled out of it, and I was thinking to myself, okay, but I don't have the time to actually do this thing and stuff like that, but there is an opportunity here because there's a demand for it.
Yeah.
Why don't they, and who could have, and this young gentleman, Mexican Mark, said he wants to drive it and do it. So when I prayed about it after chatting to Mark, I phoned him on the Monday and I said, hey Michael, often listening to you, what your passion is with food and and I like your entrepreneur heart, because he was going to try and sell food, frozen foods, and go to restaurants and things like that. I said to him, why don't you try something like this? Come and help me with the first event, and if you like it, let's see what happens from there. And yeah, history's in the making.
Wow. And you're still loving it?
Loving it every second.
Wow. Yo, that's really cool. Bro, where do you source your pigs from?
So we get our pigs from a farmer in Wartburg, and the way he does his pigs in that is exactly how the hogs, what we call hogs from America, where it's a domestic pig crossed between a wild boar, and then they're let to run free range on the farm. And so with that, those pigs are very close to what you would consider an American hog. So when we say American style hog smoking, we are trying to have it as traditional and as accurate as possible.
Yo. No, that's really cool. That's really well. And how long did it take for you to dream to execution?
Well, I would say probably I started with the smoker, and I was doing events at home, and I built a small smoker and things like that, and I was like doing at events, and then we had people come over, and then people were going, hey, you should sell these sandwiches are great, or you should sell these pork rolls, and because we're also doing ribs and we do other things, but this pulled pork sandwiches is our signature dish.
Yeah.
And so I was doing those events at home, having guests over, and they were like, oh no, you should sell this and that. So therefore I came up with the idea and of saying, okay, why don't we give it a try? And then we came up with this cool name. My wife came up with this cool name, Hillbilly Ham. Come on.
You see, get a wife, get a life, right?
Exactly. That's it. And so we started going for it, and so it was a bit of trial and error and trying with different guys for about a year, maybe 2 years of trying to see who wants to take it and that, because I couldn't drive it. I needed somebody that had the passion to also drive it as well.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I do. This episode is sponsored by A46 Tech, our company that helps people gather the tech to build their own studios with our technical team. But even if you do not have the equipment, we come to you and we can shoot your podcast in your own space, in your own home, in your own company. So connect with us. In the description below, there is a link for you to connect with us. Would love to meet with you. Now, let's get back to the episode.
And so we went through that process, and then eventually got to a point where one of the guys was very keen, and I booked an event, and then he pulled out, and I was like in a situation where I needed somebody, and I was like, Lord, I need some help. Mexican Mike.
Mexican Mike, the answer to prayers.
Yeah.
Hamilton's the answer to my prayers. I've been praying for it as well for a few months.
Good on you.
Also just to find something, find an opportunity, find a job. And yeah, along came Ham, and out of nowhere, yeah, the Lord provides.
Yo, that is so cool. Can you please do two for our side? So you guys are gonna, you guys are gonna taste and see. You know, so we'll taste it, and let's experience and let's experiment and let's see what this vibe is really about. Yeah, Lindo, come to the party, buddy.
First hand.
Okay, this is Lindo, our
Behind the scenes guy.
BTS guy.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought if I say just say and remove Uti, Ngiyabona ukuthi kuzokuba sesithuka indlaba. Yeah. So, Lindo, tell us about your experience with Hillbilly Ham. Ibuke mnandi.
Ngoba abantu bebe-receive ngathi be-receive ukuthi smile. Ngathi bayijwayele le nto. Kodwa lasozwa khona manje ukuthi njani, sesiteka kanjani. Ngoba inyama ephekwe ngayizolo uzobe manje
Kahle guys. Nina ikhona inyama enyazi ephekwe isikhathi eside kangaka.
Hot sauce on your sandwiches?
I no hot.
No hot.
Ufuna hot?
Louisiana hot sauce that we bring in for this.
Oh, no, Ramba needs a hot sauce.
Ngiyocela sikenza one sifisa ucela hot.
Mthinke asenze hot.
Okay, one hot, one not.
Okay, one hot, one hot.
Yeah. So when ikhona inyama oyaziyo mfethu ephekwe isikhathi eside kangaka as a leader. I cha because this thing ngizoke ngizwe. Kahle uthi ke mina ngicabanga ukuthi le nyama kumele sithi umgqumeni.
So this is the one with the Louisiana hot sauce on it. It's actually not very hot, but it just gives it just a nice bit of, it's got a bit of a Tabasco thing, but we like the Louisiana hot sauce more than the Tabasco sauce. So here we go. So that's the hot sauce one with the hot, and then this is the one that's not so hot. This one over here.
Oh,
So that's one with a little bit of hot sauce on it, and this one's got.
hey, this is hot. That's hotless.
Yeah.
This is hot sauce.
Yeah.
But trust me, it's not that hot. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy
Okay.
it.
Okay. Can you find a spot to sit down so that we
Go
can?
do it inside, yeah.
So that we
See, you guys, it's not that hot, guys.
Come eat with us.
Abantu abangathanda izinto
Come and sit. There's a
ezibabayo.
family inside enjoying the hot sauce. Let's find out.
Oh, okay, that will be good.
Would you guys like a little bit of hot sauce? Imported Louisiana hot sauce.
How you guys doing? Good. So I'm TK from the All Things Leadership Podcast. Make sure you guys check us out. Basically, what we do is that we interview and go around people who have leadership aspects and who just are very much into business and very much into empowerment, basically. So the reason why we're here is that you invited us here, Hillbilly Ham, so they would just like to ask you guys just a few questions. Why? First of all, why Hillbilly Ham today? What drew you guys to come today? I see you brought the fam, so why today?
And what better to start your weekend off than some good food, good company, nice chill morning. That's the reason deal. So we saw the advert for Hillbilly Ham. We thought we'd come out and give them some support.
Oh, okay. So what do you guys say about the whole American vibe? Because I personally like it. I love the fact that there's a little bit of a southern vibe in America here in South Africa. What do you guys have to say about that?
Yeah, it's very nice, nice and chilled. Hilton's a very community-based place, and I think the southern people are also just very community-based, so it fits in well with the Hilton vibe.
And then you guys, do you know about the whole thing of golf is changing their name to, what was it again? Is it
Mulligan.
Yeah, Hilton Mulligan. What do you guys have to say about that? Is it gonna affect you guys in any way? Still gonna look at this place the same? What's going on?
No, I think we'll still look at the same. Doesn't matter what you call it, it's still the same people, the same vibe.
Yeah,
Still
good. Yeah.
basically the same thing. All right. So then, now we need to talk about the whole 14-hour thing. What do you guys think? What is your take on that? Because at first I was like, that's crazy. But then as he explained it, I started understanding. So what's your guys' take about the whole 14 hours home smoking?
You tasted it. That why it needs to be 14 hours, because the slower the better. It tastes really good. It's nice and tender. 14 hours is good.
I'm glad I didn't have to do the 14 hours.
Can you imagine though? I also thought about the same thing. I was like, no, I couldn't. 14 hours is a lot.
Hey, 100%. I mean, the product at the end was brilliant, but
Yes.
it's a long wait.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Be sure to check us out again. All Things Leadership Podcast.
Perfect. We'll be there.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Yes.
So you guys heard it here. 14 hours is a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot. But at the end of the day, we're just happy that we're eating and we're not participating in the whole 14 hours. So, yeah.
It's almost a day.
It literally is almost a day. It's almost a day. We were just speaking to it's very nice that we just come, see it, and not be part of the whole thing. It's nice that there's tradition behind it. So this 14 hours of corner, as Ham was saying, the whole history thing, smoking, food and stuff. But yo, guys.
But what I think is crazy. What's amazing though is to be empowered in knowledge of how the food is. You know, you usually go to a restaurant and you just book and say steaky or whatever, but you don't really know how long it really takes to build, not to build, to fry, a head. I don't want to look at my head. You know, so I think it's quite a special thing to make your customers understand in the smoked pork. Because I didn't know.
Guys, it's
fine.
Guys, I'm from Sydney.
Okay, it's pork. That's a look sheet.
Exactly.
It's called Insava bread. You know, it's called Insava. Lazela ingulbet, like you say.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
But smoky.
But no, consideration. If you come back the whole thing of Ubuti, we really never understand and know Ubuti, how much effort something has gone into the plate unless someone tells you it's okay. This is pretty now. Even if we have also restaurants who bigger, and then they tell you that Ubuti, this burger is like 200 grams, whatever, with this and this and this, it's gonna take this amount to prepare. Because it's subconscious. You think, okay, I understand why it's gonna take 40 minutes or 50 minutes or even 14 hours to do this, because it's love.
Yeah, but you know what I think was incredible for me is you must figure a story and see order this. Ufike order i-cake, i-muffin. Mina ngi-order steak. Noma order iqanda, sithi iqanda no bacon. I-order lakho uzoshesha ukufika. Kodwa elami lizophuza ukufika.
Yeah.
Because elami has to undergo a certain process.
Yes.
But elami, it is more fulfilling. Ufuna ukuthini kumuntu osekhaya? Ufuna ukuthi kumuntu osekhaya kukhona izinto ohlezi uzifuna ungakazitholi kalula. Uyababona abanye sebezitholile. Ungaziqhathanisi nabanye ngoba okwakho kuyalungiswa steak. Ungaziqhathanisi nabanye. Usekhaya ubhizi ufuna nomsebenzi. Like your friends are getting it left, right and center. I know a friend who waited for 4 years engawuthola umsebenzi. Abanye bebizwa ngapha nangapha. In fact laba abanye bebehola abathola umsebenzi o-15,000. Wathi sowuthola. Wathola umsebenzi first job omholela 50,000 or more. Exactly. So impilo yakhe yavele ya-elevator nje same time. So ungaziqhathanisi nabanye abantu. Indaba yokuhola idinga ukuthi ulinde. There's a lesson for us that we're learning from Hillbilly Ham, which you need to learn to wait. And waiting is a process. But also the question is, what do you do in the waiting?
Yeah.
I didn't give some.
Yeah. You heard it here.
What do you do in the waiting? Because it's not just about waiting. It's about how you're waiting in the waiting. Waiting.
I love it.
And it's very important, you know, because it's just 14 hours. By checker in every 30 minutes. Be aware of ukuthi khona okupheke kahle. Something is cooking in the background. Hayi kusho ukuthi lokho akufanele ba move position. So do not move from your position. Ungabe distracted, no matter how long it takes. You know, but you know what's also amazing is that umuntu owaziyo ukuthi Hillbilly Ham lena ithatha isikhathi singakanani umpheki wayo. Yona yazi.
Amen. Ngiyakuzwa mina.
Ukuthi ukhona izinto odlula kuzona ungazi ukuthi uzovuthwa nini. Kodwa uyakheka.
Umpegi is still cooking.
Umpegi is still cooking.
Still cooking on you.
Allow the cooking to be cooked.
Yes.
Hold on. Let's kuyizithunywa zokungisiza nje ukuthi ngisondele kuwe Nkosi. Mina thina sina siyimbumba. We are a bone, man. Sibumbene, you know. But if a potter ithatha iclay, ingathatha mhlambe kade yakhe inkomishi, mase iyadecide ukuthi lalela ngizokwakha ivazi ente umhlaba wonke. Mase kuzovumalela iliphihlize lelo bumba. Lelo bumba lingacabanga ukuthi sekuphelile ngempilo yalo. Ganda the process of shaping and the process of making and the process of transformation. It may be painful because ezinye izinto zizosuka. But it's the process. Ngisike mina ke angisike mina njenge-leader we All Things Leadership Podcast angisho ukuthi embrace the process. Don't embrace the process. Ngithi mina embrace God during the process.
Yes, that's a good way.
Ukuthi ungabambi process ngoba uma ubambe process uzothi frustrated ngoba uwazi umphumela we-process.
That's good.
Mengisho that ukuthi kukhona isifundo bafethu sekufike nehetiyeke now sesizofunda izinto nge the Mulligan.
Yes, Mulligan.
Yeah. So Hillbilly Ham yenziwe khona lana ke Mulligan.
Yebo.
Khona lokho so lana sidlala ngisho negalofu ukwazi ukufika ngisho neinduku zakho. You understand? And they've just changed the igama from iGolf to the Hilton Mulligan, you know, and so we are gonna find out more about it, and I think it's gonna be an interesting process. Thank you.
Let's get some coffee.
Sanbonan, Dumelang, how are you? People, we are live from the Hilton Mulligan Golf Club. Got that we are live from Hilton Mulligan. We are here. Huh? Hey, Galo. Lindo Vele wants to experience the golf thing, the virtual golf simulation or something. Simulator, right? Namhlanje sizengendaba kulo nyama inyama la ekhaya ayashaba sizothola nesikhathi sinterviewe umuntu lo wenza itiye emnandi kusiyami itiye bezayo kodwa kwamanje usabhizi sizobuyela again. We're going outside now. TK silence while the party's in motion.
Oh, you can do it, George. Let's go, George.
Come on, George.
There we go. How you guys doing? My name is TK from the All Things Leadership Podcast. This is the All Things Leadership Podcast. It's our podcast where we discuss leadership in general, especially in business, especially when someone wants to take themselves from 0 to 100. So really, just make sure why
I'm sorry. And for me today, my nephew friends with them, and he's also it's his new venture with them, and we need to support him.
Okay, so basically
It's all family.
you guys have had the sandwiches, right? How because I was like, this is
Well, we haven't tried it yet, but as you can see, we've bought quite a few. These are
maybe not this quality, these guys are getting but okay, I guess we can move on. Because they told you guys, because I'm sure you guys know, 14 hours.
exactly.
What does that guys think about that? How do you feel about 14 hours? I mean, like, it's 14 hours.
Well, it's created quite an expectation, so we can't wait to try. But we have heard it's very good. So
you guys are
yes, absolutely.
But things come with time. So.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Alright, no, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then this is iGolf, right?
Right.
Formerly named iGolf.
Right.
Now it's Mulligan.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about the name change? Are we expecting that? How do you guys feel about the name change and impact? Is it just the same?
Well, to me, it's more like a homely name. It's a more inviting name. Because our golf to me was more like it's a men's golf. I didn't even realize it was like a little of a cafe here. So yeah, now that I know, it's more inviting, it's more a homely name. So
So you feel like maybe you like have a little bit more confidence getting maybe your girlfriends to come here too?
for sure. For sure. Yes, I'll be coming back for a nice cup of coffee. I've already ordered. So.
And the ladies can sit while the men go and
Exactly.
What you guys wanna play?
It's what's nice, you can bring the family and the girls can still sit and gossip.
But how important are these events here in Hilton? Family oriented. Because this is another one that's also
Exactly.
it's very important because if you look at it now, there's actually not much to do. So it's nice when these little things can pop up and you can say, okay, you know what, we just want to go do something, let's get out and enjoy it in a place that doesn't have much to do.
Yes. I want to do that.
I also want to do that.
Almost perfect distance.
I also want to do it. I feel like it's like
Yeah.
I was actually looking for people to do
Outside.
I didn't see anybody that So Ham, how's the turnouts? Is it
Yeah, it's been
is it
going good. Yeah,
Because
it's
I
going
see
good.
that people are coming. Eh?
Yeah, it's been going good. We started quite early. Didn't expect too many people up front, but we've had quite a good flow of people in trying. Obviously, smelling the quality of the smoke, and they're following their noses. So we appreciate that. So we're actually expecting quite a bumper turnout then for around about 1 o'clock, which is what we're expecting the big turnout to be.
Yeah.
But to have as many people we had already come in before then, it's been great. It's been a blessing.
Yeah. So far so good. And you can definitely almost see the smoke from there.
There, exactly. Yeah.
You have a clear vision over there. You can,
100%.
what's going on over there?
Exactly.
So yeah.
No, we've been really happy with the turnout and everything like that. So it's been good.
Yeah.
100%.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks.
Cool, guys. Thanks for being here as well, enjoying it with us.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. I just want to ask you a few questions about here. Why you're here today and why are you here today?
So I'm a good friend of Ham's, I just tend to support them. I very much believe in supporting local business. Come along.
In support. Have you tried the?
I have, and it's great. It's amazing.
Yeah,
You should definitely try it.
Oh no, I
if
did.
you haven't tried it.
Oh, I did. It's amazing. But the whole thing I can't wrap my head around is the whole 14-hour thing. Like, what do you think about that? Like 14 hours is a really long time to like smoke a hog. So what do you think?
I think it's to make it taste really, really good. You have to smoke it for a long time. So I think that's why we buy it. We don't make it at home. That's why he's here. Because if it were easy, we'd just make it at home.
Yeah, definitely. So it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
And taste you can definitely like sense that. Do you enjoy golf though?
I've never played golf.
Never. Once.
I tried in high school once, but I was pretty useless. So
What do you mean you were useless?
I couldn't hit the ball.
Oh, but okay. But then anyway, since we're here and this is a very now like golf and family centric kind of place, what is your take on that? Like, is it like how is Hilton? Is it very? Do we need more places like this in Hilton, or is it just fine, or is it just okay?
I think Hilton, at the moment, since COVID, people have been longing more for community. So I think Hilton has become more family-centric, and I think it does need more spaces. I can see them popping up. So I think the community has kind of been redoing a couple of the parks and like nature reserves and that kind of thing to kind of encourage that. But I definitely think we need more of this and more of this in Maritzburg in general.
Yeah, that's definitely true. In addition, Jay, but like the whole thing of like I golf and then like now it's Hilton Mulligan, does it have any effect on you? Is it still the same thing? Is it still the same place? Like, what's your take about the whole name change because they changed from I golf to like Hilton Mulligan?
I think it encourages people in Hilton to kind of to visit more and make it more part of their daily lives and their community. I think the name change, it makes it more personal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And personal to people living here.
Oh, okay. Which I guess makes like people want to come more. You know, it's inviting more to have like a sense of like, okay, this is a place that I can come with my family and stuff, right?
Definitely.
All right. No, thank you so much for being part of the podcast. Say hi to the people. yeah. So I'm definitely probably gonna have another one of these things because they are insanely good.
We'll see you double in size.
Like definitely.
Next time I see you, you're gonna be like this.
I'll be like twice the person I am right now. No, thank you so much.
Thank you so
for being
much.
on the podcast.
Lovely chatting.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Carey, oh, you were asking me a question.
All right. Sorry?
Rates the meat out of 10.
Oh, 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
You wanna chat with him?
It's 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, that thing was good. The Hillbilly one. Hillbilly Ham. It is amazing. He's saying I should rate it out of 10. Like it's a 10. It should be 100 out of 10. Like it's so good.
100 out of 10.
Yes.
That's being very optimistic, bro.
It is because it's that good. Like I'm serious.
It's a different flavor. Ngisanele memory card.
Fanele?
Ngisanele memory card.
Kahle ukuthi memory.
Around your mind, I'm consuming the memory.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. Are you bouncing now?
No, not yet.
Okay, now you were asking me questions, then I can answer. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Hold this.
Yeah. What's the right angle?
I feel very...
I'm on the light. Okay. Sure, for sure.
Any angle's a good
Make
angle.
sure to shine bright like a diamond.
Any angle's a good angle.
Yeah. Carey, so you were asking me questions, so I thought you should ask me live. Yes. How did I grow up with the question?
So, did you grow up watching TV more? Were TVs around when you were younger? Firstly, I don't know your age, so I have to.
So okay.
Or reading.
Okay, I know I didn't read. I think I started reading. Yo, I think I started reading less than 8 years ago, actually. But not read. I'm not like a massive reader. I read a book called Through Gates of Splendor. Ooh.
Was it good?
Yo, it wasn't thick. It was, but it's interesting that in different cultures there's we grew up with different principles. So when I grew up, TV was there, but if the battery runs out, the TV's gone. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of TV. Also, didn't consume a lot of. I didn't read a lot. Like I used to study at school because we had to. Played a lot. I'm pretty much an outgoing guy. Yeah, I would go out and come back. The dirt is all over my face. Like I was a naughty kid. I used to make up cars, go crash. No, not like real cars, but like kiddie cars. Yeah, but it wasn't. Reading wasn't a culture at all. I think it's quite an interesting thing to learn that in mostly white communities they emphasize the value of reading. If you ask me what children's book did I read, there was a book at school called Mas Hamsan. They used to teach you just basic Zulu, but not like literature and all this complicated words. Yeah. Anyways, interesting thing. I think it's interesting. I started learning English when I was 22. So I couldn't speak English, couldn't really understand English. So till I was 22, then that's when I got exposed to people who were speaking it and who were communicating in English. So hence today I make up words that I speak. I just communicate the emotion and the feeling, and then I hope that you're gonna catch it.
Do you think when you were younger, so growing up, the amount of Zulu literature that was available, do you think it's improved in school? And the offering that is there?
Zulu literature. Yeah, I hope it has, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it depends on the type of community that you grew up in. Like I think especially in the townships and in the rural areas, the struggle is real. Yeah, I think the struggle is real. I'm not sure what challenges the teachers and the students face nowadays, because now there's Dr. Google. Yeah. So I hope I've answered your question.
Do you feel that there should be more opportunities for people who are passionate about writing, but come from those communities where they're not necessarily exposed to literature from a young age and good literature?
So, that's such a powerful question. I think first of all we need to bring awareness of that you can express yourself in writing, not that you can express yourself because the teacher has asked you to. There needs to be that awareness to encourage students to have diaries in a way, or even an exercise book. I remember in my time we used to write love songs and love letters that you didn't even know what they meant. And then when you read those lyrics right now, you're just like, what was I saying?
What was this about?
Who was this about? But I think writing is very much important, and it's content. I mean, like today we're speaking about video content, about audio content, but documenting your journey and the transformation that happens in your life is content. Today we're able to read the Bible because some people decided to document their journeys. So now imagine if I started to document my journey and no matter how ugly it becomes, no matter how great it becomes, I just keep obsessing in documenting, because if you're writing down stuff, it's not just for the public, it can be for your children to learn history. I think the strength that especially the Zulu community speakers have is, when I think about it, it's the strength of being orators, of being able to tell the story as it is, but also what is umbaba's, see my English that is okay. And also being able to express yourself in an animated way. So if I think back in terms of storytelling, you used to be in a rondeville. There's a granny there, and there are children around, and the granny would tell the story, and would repeatedly tell the story of their upbringing until the story is really inscripted in the hearts and the minds of the children. But I think the element that's needed there is for someone to document that journey, because we lose stories as people die.
Do you feel that we've lost part of history due to illiteracy and lack of opportunities in education? We've lost a whole lot of stories.
Yes, we have. Example, if we are to tell the story of Shaka Zulu, the first Shaka Zulu movie I watched was an English movie.
It's a problem.
I understand production.
I'm imagining him standing there speaking English. It just doesn't make sense.
When they're speaking about the horn strategy, he's like, right, left, come on, Shaka. Nah, you were not educated at all, but
very strange.
But different people will tell you different versions of what happened there. But if you had the original people living to, even if they documented on the rocks, because if you look at biblical history, there's stuff that was written on the rocks, that the writings that we were able to extract from that. You understand? So I think it's very important to be able to write and express yourself, not even overthink it, to think what will the reader think. Just express yourself. You understand? Because I think right now we are so obsessed about this, the perfection of writing and the perfection of presentation, that we forget to be authentic in writing. Yeah. My book is gonna come. I don't have a book yet, but it's called 4.5 Stages of Leadership. If you want to grow in leadership, these are the stages that you need to undergo. But that's the book I need to write. But I speak a lot than write a lot.
It's exciting though. I'm sure people are looking forward to reading it.
I haven't. It's the first time I'm saying it now.
Now you have to do it. Now you have to write it.
Now I've got to write the book, because I've found over the years that a lot of people are asking me, how do you raise leaders? How do you bring people in? Even our videographer is not being paid for doing what he's doing right now, but it's part of this journey.
Do you find that a lot of your heart is to be able to provide job opportunities for people and for them to grow in leadership and in various skills, and in navigating the workplace as well?
See the question that you just asked? It's very powerful. It's very powerful. I think I've been on an interesting journey, because I did not start out like this. I was never a leader, even at school, even growing up. I was never a prefect. I would lean more into the naughty gang, all the way. And I've never seen potential in people, And then something happened in the inside of me when I encountered there's the heart to serve, and now all of a sudden heart to see people beyond their current state, and so it's my responsibility to speak things that are not as if they were, and speak life and see a future in people's lives and bring them through, because it really took someone to believe in me for me to be where I am today. So I believe in not seeing people as they are currently, see people as they should be or as they could be. Sometimes it really takes a long time for something to click on someone who will speak it out, but when it clicks, they move into a different dimension of their life. So I really love uplifting people, raising people, and when someone achieves more than what I have achieved, it's an achievement for me. You understand? And and another thing that breaks my heart and that I want to make a difference in is to see people who love Jesus and who have a heart to serve being really employed. So we're not downsizing the amount of ethical work or like hard work that needs to be put out there. We believe in excellence, but I believe that people who follow the law to be exemplary in the way that they work. So empowering people that there's you're not just a follower, but you're a leader. Being employed is one. It's one way. Being employed is one level of your life. You can still explore. Speaking about the event that you are in right now, Ham is a fire engineer, and the fire engineer is being a chef today. You understand? And the fire engineer is going to explore something else another day. So I think it's ancient thinking if we confine ourselves into one space. And also another thing is that we do not need to wait for the perfect moment. You understand? We do not need to wait for that golden moment. It's going to be like the best accountant. If there's an opportunity for you to be a bricklayer, be a bricklayer, because being a bricklayer is going to teach you skills that you wouldn't have learned in accounting. So I think one of the things that is challenging us is that we are waiting for the perfect moment, but you do not start